All right, let's roll into this one properly. Welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you're here because today we're going to take a deep dive into the brand new 2026 Yamaha WR125R. This bike has always been special in the entry-level dual sport lineup, and Yamaha has treated it with the kind of updates that make it stand out even more. So if you're curious whether this is the right lightweight off-road machine for you, sit tight because we're going to cover design, performance, comfort, specs, and of course the expected price at the end. The WR125R has always been about adventure without breaking the bank, and the 2026 version continues that philosophy. Yamaha didn't go crazy with unnecessary gimmicks. Instead, they sharpened the areas that riders actually care about. The design is sleeker and more aggressive than before, with sharper side fairings, a bold headlamp unit, and a slimmer tail section. It looks closer to its big brother, the WR250R, giving it a more serious, adventure-ready stance, even though it's still lightweight and beginner-friendly. The blue and black paint scheme is especially eye-catching, with that Yamaha racing DNA vibe, and the new graphics give it a modern edge. Now let's talk about the heart of the machine. Underneath the rugged styling is a 125cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, fuel-injected and tuned for better low-end torque. Yamaha has reworked the intake and exhaust to give riders stronger pull in the lower revs, which is exactly what you need when tackling trails or dirt paths. It's not about top-end speed here, it's about usable power that makes the bike feel alive in both urban and off-road settings. The engine is paired to a smooth, 6-speed gearbox that feels refined yet playful, letting you make the most of that modest but capable power output. One of the most important aspects of a dual sport bike is suspension, and Yamaha hasn't disappointed here. The WR125R 2026 comes with long travel, upside-down forks in the front and a monoshock at the rear, both tuned to absorb rocks, potholes, and trail bumps with ease. Ground clearance has been slightly increased, which makes it more forgiving when you're riding over rough terrain. Combine that with its lightweight frame and balanced ergonomics, and you've got a bike that feels easy to maneuver, whether you're weaving through city traffic or standing up on the pegs off-road. The ergonomics on this bike are another big win. The seat height is still tall at around 930 millimeters, which shorter riders might find intimidating, but Yamaha has shaved the seat a bit to make it more manageable without sacrificing comfort. The riding position feels natural, wide handlebars, a narrow tank, and plenty of room to shift your body when riding aggressively. The seat padding is slightly improved compared to older models, so longer rides won't feel as punishing. Braking performance is solid, with a 298mm front disc and a 220mm rear disc, both equipped with ABS for extra confidence. Yamaha has also introduced a switchable ABS system, meaning you can turn it off when you're off-road and need that direct braking feel. That's a small but important update that shows Yamaha really thought about the adventure crowd. When it comes to technology, Yamaha kept it simple but modern. The digital LCD display is sharper and brighter, showing you everything you need, like speed, gear position, fuel range, and even a maintenance reminder. It's not overdone with flashy screens or unnecessary tech, just clean, functional information at a glance. Some might wish for smartphone connectivity, but honestly, the WR125R isn't about that. It's about raw, simple riding joy. Fuel efficiency is another highlight of the WR125R. Yamaha claims around 90 mpg, which translates to roughly 38 kilometers per liter, which makes it one of the most economical adventure-style bikes out there. With its 11-liter fuel tank, you're looking at a pretty impressive riding range before needing a refill, which is perfect for exploring back roads or just commuting every day. Handling is where the bike really shines. At just under 300 pounds, the WR125R is incredibly flickable. It inspires confidence for beginners while still being playful enough for experienced riders who just want a lightweight, go-anywhere machine. Yamaha's frame geometry hasn't changed dramatically, but subtle tweaks in weight distribution make it feel more planted on the road and more stable when hitting dirt tracks. One of the underrated aspects is Yamaha's build quality. The WR125R feels tough and durable, the plastics don't feel cheap, and the paintwork has that rich Yamaha finish we all appreciate. It's a bike that's clearly built to last. And for younger riders or those starting their off-road journey, that's a huge reassurance. So who is this bike really for? It's perfect for someone who wants to learn the ropes of dual sport riding without the intimidation of a bigger, heavier machine. It's also a great option for city riders who occasionally want to take the weekend off and hit the trails. The WR125R balances everyday practicality with adventure capability in a way that few 125cc bikes can match. Of course, it's not perfect. Riders looking for serious highway speed will find the WR125R lacking. It's not built for sustained high-speed cruising. The tall seat height may turn away shorter riders, and for some, the lack of fancy tech might feel outdated. But honestly, those aren't deal breakers if you understand what the bike is meant to do. Now, let's talk about the expected price. Yamaha is positioning this as an affordable dual sport bike. So the 2026 WR125R is expected to launch around $5,200 in the US market. That's competitive for what it offers. Yamaha reliability, solid dual sport performance, and the kind of versatility that lets you go from the city to the trail without thinking twice. At the end of the day, the 2026 WR125R isn't about excess. It's about the essentials done right. It's simple, rugged, reliable, and fun. If you're a beginner wanting to get into dual sport riding, or even an experienced rider who just wants a lightweight companion for weekend adventures, this bike deserves a serious look. That's the full breakdown, and I've got to say, Yamaha has nailed it again. So tell me in the comments, would you pick the WR125R as your everyday ride, or would you go for something bigger in the lineup?